Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. I am Muhammad Ahmedin and my partner is Ahmad Irfan. So today we would like to give an informative speech, which is the speech is about the Deni tribe, cultural dress, and finger amputation all practice. So let's go. Okay, before I start our speech, I have a question for you guys. Do you love your finger? Of course you do, right? Yeah, me too. Finger is the most important part for our body. Without finger, our life will be difficult. For the introduction, the Dani people renowned for their unique culture and tradition, hail from the fertile highland of Western New Guinea, Indonesia. Among them, Dani women play a pivotal role, contributing significantly to the fabric of their society. In Dani culture, women are not merely observers but active participants, shaping social norms, familial dynamics, and community cohesion. Central to Dani womanhood is their role within the family structure. Traditionally, Dani society is organized around extended family units where women are revered as nurturers, caregivers, and educators. From a young age, Dani girls learn essential skills from their mothers and grandmothers, encompassing everything from cooking and weaving to child care and agricultural practice. Okay, let's see the rules of the new woman culture. The rules of marriage exist in different forms and manners in all of society. Thus, for better or worse, has a series of understanding in different culture across the globe. In a remote area of Papua New Guinea and Wamena of the Jawa Wijaya Regency in Indonesia, one of the binding facts of till death do a part and family ties involve the cutting of the finger, primarily done by women and secretly by men. Okay, let's see for the dress of this culture. Early in the 1970s, the Indonesian government initiated Operation Koteka, sometimes known as Operation Penny Shades, to modernize the Dani by promoting the wearing of shorts. They still dress in eye-catching attire despite the failure of the strategy. The koteka was said to have been worn as a sign of sexual prowess and was typically crafted from a dried-out gourd, a native fruit. The Dani, however, merely used it to conceal themselves. Ikipalin. What is ikipalin? Ikipalin is a typical ritual that occurs during the grieving process and is typically carried out by another close relative. The culture of Ikipalin is because of spiritual connection with nature, traditional practice and rituals, and last but not least is oral tradition. Okay, that's all from me and I will pass it to my partner, Ahmad Irfan.
Now that you know about Ikipalin, I want to tell you how the ritual performed. As Muhyiddin told earlier, Ikipalin typically performed by female elder of the tribe. The elder will use sharp tools, typically made of stone, a sharp axe, or a knife to cut off the top joint of the woman's finger. The wound is then cauterized with a hot stone or a piece of metal to stop the bleeding. The process is painful and can lead to infection, but the women of the Dani tribe typically endure the pain without complaint. Another thing to note about the Dani tribe's fingers amputation ritual is that although it's typically performed on the women of the tribe, men can also participate. The number of fingers amputated depends on how close the relationship was to the deceased. For example, a woman may cut off one finger for the death of a parent and two fingers for the death of a child. And the top of fingers is frequently amputated using a stone blade. However, amputation can sometimes be performed without use of equipment. In this situation, people weaken the knuckles by chewing on them before cutting off circulation with a piece of rope wrapped around the fingers. The nerve and muscles die from lack of oxygen, and the dying portion of both the finger falls off. Another alternative is to link up the joint to stop blood flow to the area. The cutting is often done by family members, siblings, or parents. To further express their grief, the Dani people covered their face in ashes and clay. Some people cut off the ears as well, while others' option included smearing themselves in river sludge for a week without taking a bath. This means that the dead have returned to nature. In summary, the Dani tribe of Papua New Guinea has long held on to traditional customs and attire despite attempts at modernization by the Indonesian government. Operation Koteka, aimed at promoting the wearing of shorts, failed to replace the traditional koteka or penis shirt worn by the Dani men. Similarly, the practice of finger cutting, done as a ritualistic response to grief, continues among the Dani women despite efforts to stop it. The koteka, once seen as a symbol of sexual prowess, is now simply used for concealment. Likewise, finger cutting, done to symbolize grief and unity, persists despite its gruesome nature. Despite the Indonesian government's attempts to halt this practice, they continue in some form with older tribe members still bearing the physical marks of the tradition. This custom, while deeply ingrained in Dani culture, also raised questions about how the preservation of cultural heritage versus the need at modernization and human rights consideration. The phrase "till death do us part" takes on a profound and literal meaning within the Dani tribe, where the practice of finger cutting serves as a poignant demonstration of love and grief for their departed loved one. Despite external pressures and attempt at modernization, the Dani people's steadfast adherence to this tradition underscores the depth of their emotional connection to their cultural heritage. This enduring practice not only reflects the resilience of Dani culture, but also highlights the profound significance of familial bonds and the length to which individuals are willing to go to honor their commitments and express their sorrow. In this way, the Dani tribe's ritualistic finger cutting served as a powerful testament to the enduring strength of love and the profound impact of loss within their community.